All right, so deductive reasoning is based on facts. Hi. Remember, no TV. Okay. All right. So, inductive reasonings, I use a pattern, so something that I've seen, and this is what we had a lesson on before. So, something that's like, oh, well, that always happens, so I'm just going to assume it's going to happen again. An example or an observation to make a conjecture. Now, an observation could just be like a one-time observation, all right? Observations are assumptions, you guys. You can assume something about somebody and it'd be totally wrong. And then the same thing, you can assume something about somebody and it'd be completely right. Okay, but you really don't want to assume until you really know. That's like kind of the rule of law for living. So here we go. Deductive reasoning uses facts and rules and definitions or properties to reach a logical conclusion. So we have to figure out if the following statements are inductive or deductive. And I'm going to start fresh on participation this week. So this is week 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got your participation points for the next weeks. Okay. So remember, inductive reasoning is a pattern, an example, or an observation. Inductive reasoning is more like, oh, I kind of think that this is what's in my opinion. That's inductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning is like, no, I know for sure because somebody did a study, whatever, things like that. Okay, so deductive reasoning, inductive reasoning. I've got number 1. If you don't pay, so I'll look for hands, volunteers. If you don't pay your credit card bill, you get a late fee of $50. Patrick.
This would be an example of deductive reasoning because it's more of like a rule to your credit card if you don't pay.
It is. It's deductive reasoning, and it's a rule that the credit card company set. If you're not paying, if you're spending money but you're not able to pay it back, they're going to charge you extra, like so much extra that you'll regret overspending. Credit card companies make a killing on people who can't pay in time, on people who, oh, I want it, I'm going to buy it, and then they can't pay it back. Credit card companies are insanely rich with extra fees, extra interest. Be careful, you guys. Credit cards get people into a lot of trouble. So don't let it be you. Don't be an irresponsible spender. Tessa, you're going to do number 2, Tessa. A chemistry.
For 2, I got inductive reasoning because they use a pattern to determine that it will always produce the same result.
Yep. A chemistry experiment produces the same result 20 times. You conclude that it will always have this result. And it turns out that you guys have your hands up and I can, okay. Aisha, let me read it first. Students at Troy must have a C average to participate in sports. Olivia has a C average, so she concludes that she can participate in sports at school. Okay.
Deductive.
Deductive. It's a rule for Troy. That's Troy's rule. Perfect. Josh knows that Chromebooks cost less than MacBooks. He also knows that Apple MacBooks cost less than a Microsoft Surface. Josh reasons that Chromebooks cost less than a Microsoft Surface. Jana.
Is it inductive because he uses observations?
It's deductive because the prices are set. So it's deductive because the price is. And it's like Josh knows that. So the only reason he knows that is because he would have to see the pricing, look online at the website and see the pricing, things like that. Okay? Arian, each Valentine's Day, Mrs. Lee gets mad because she tells Mr. Lee that she doesn't have to get her a gift. This is okay. So wife's like, oh, don't get me anything. I'm okay. But really, like, women like gifts. So boys, don't forget that. But she really wants a gift and is just playing stupid mind girl games. Today is Valentine's Day, and Mrs. Lee is now fuming mad because she said, I want a gift. So Mr. Lee believed her. So, Aryan.
It's inductive reasoning.
It's inductive reasoning. So Mr. Lee was using just his observation. She said that she didn't want a gift, so I didn't get her a gift. Sadly. Sadly. All right, so we have 2 laws of deductive reasoning. So today, you guys, we're only doing half of this worksheet. We're doing deductive reasoning, law of detachment, and tomorrow we're doing law of syllogism. So here we go. The law of detachment. If the hypothesis of a true if-then statement is true, then the conclusion is true. So if the beginning, the hypothesis is true, the conclusion is true. Okay? So, so here we go. Law of detachment. If P, then Q. If statement 1 is true, then the conclusion is true. True, true. Remember that truth table we did last time? All right, examples. 6. My P is if you are late to class. My Q is you are tardy. If you are late to class, then you are tardy. P, Q. So, guys, you're late to class. So I'm saying it's true. You're going to be late to class. So someone knew. And you know what, you guys? I didn't give Arian or Tessa or Jana their points because my brain wasn't. Did anybody else besides Patrick, Jana, Arian, and Tessa just volunteer for me?
I did, Aisha.
Aisha. Come here. I'll fix them. I can fix them. I'm sorry, hold on. I can fix this, but these are for school. They're school shorts.
I don't have any.
You do. They're right there on the stairway. And you can also use your flag football shorts. Sorry. Okay. All right. Aisha, I got you. Okay. I want a volunteer, but Jenna, you've already volunteered, so you'd have to put your hand down. So I'm saying you are late to class. So volunteer, what? Anna.
So if you are late to class, then that's true. And then that causes you to be tardy, which is also true.
Right. Do you guys like this type of geometry? Because it's not a triangle or volume or a proof. It's totally just you thinking in your brain. So this is really nice. It's like a nice break. We get into proofs a little later in the week, and we start having to like state the reasons why we do something. Okay, here we go. Number 7. If x equals 7, then 2x minus 3 has a value of 11. So x equals 7. So then I'm going to have to do, Aaron, my conclusion, please, sir. I'm saying, hey, x equals 7. So
Then 2x minus 3 has a value of 11.
what? Very good. Okay. If you speed while driving, then you will get a ticket. Rella, if you speed while driving, you're getting a ticket. Then you're speeding while driving, so?
The conclusion is you will get a ticket.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. This is just deductive reasoning. All we're doing today is deductive reasoning because I want to get the two like really, set. So the back side we're doing tomorrow. Okay. And then, so let me stop the recording.